Jack, you got a question?
Yes, sir, Mr. Vice President. When you scraped that stick along the creek bed 2 years ago, everything changed. Could you speak to your leadership role in that, President Trump's leadership role, and will that include going forward advocating for something like the Railway Safety Act passage?
Yeah, so Jack, what I did, I came here a couple years ago. I talked to people on the ground. It was kind of crazy. The first person I met was at a gas station. We had to stop and get gas. And I asked her what was going on, and I expected her just to be, you know, it's a small town, but it's not that small of a town. I expected her to be a person who was just generally aware of what was going on. And she actually was living in a house that was over one of the creeks where she was smelling the fumes coming into her house. And I realized that, you know, the most important part sometimes of being a leader is just listening to the people who are on the ground and experiencing this. And that's what I've tried to do. As the governor said, that's what I try to do, talking to local businesses, because it is different now, right? In that initial phase, what we were most worried about is the water clean to drink? Is the air safe to breathe? That's what we were really worried about 2 years ago. Now what we're worried about is finishing the cleanup and getting this community back on the path of economic prosperity. And you asked about the Railway Safety Act. I mean, I sponsored the Railway Safety Act because I thought then, and I still think now, that we could do a lot better. We could have smarter regulations that actually empower the railways to experiment with technology that will make their business safer, but most importantly, make these communities safer. And I think that we could do a lot better at ensuring that when you have a terrible train disaster like what happened in East Palestine, the railways actually pick up the tab. And that is one thing. As much as I'm inspired and gratified by the resiliency of this community, I heard a lot about Norfolk Southern making promises to this community that it didn't keep. And you can be damn sure that over the next 6 months, you're going to hear a lot from the Vice President of the United States and the entire administration. If Norfolk Southern doesn't keep these promises, we are going to talk about it and we are going to fight for it.